when somebody says to you, hey, how's your business doing? And if you say, it's doing great, then they're not going to want to help. First thing you and I said when we walked up, you notice we're not hugging and kissing.
How's it going today? Hope everyone's doing well. Today is March 115. We got Stanley, Dirt Monkey Genadek here on one of our sites. If you know me, you probably know Stanley. So today we're going to ask him about how to be recession proof, what to do in a recession or a downturn in the economy like we're possibly coming into here. Hey Stan, how's it going?
Good, Garrett. How about you?
Doing pretty good.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
So you want to talk about recession proofing your business?
Yeah, because right now there's an elephant in the room, and that's obviously the coronavirus, it's the COVID-19.
Yep.
I've noticed a lot of people kind of saying different things. Some people saying things are really slowing down. Some people say leads are still pouring in. People are still signing for bigger jobs. You've been around a while.
Yeah.
Been doing this a lot longer than I've been alive. Seen more economy downturns than...
Thanks for pointing that one out, Garrett. Yeah. I survived 2008, which was a really massive one. And one of those things that I've been known to kind of go against the whole 10X theory guys, right? Yeah. And actually a couple of years ago, I butted heads pretty hardcore with a lot of those guys because there was a lot of hype, 10X your business. And in my mind, it's 10Xing your business in an uptime. If you can't 10X your business in an uptime, you're not running your business the right way.
Yeah, because you definitely will do it in a lower time like now.
The problem is the guys you can so easily 10X in an uptime that when it comes to the slump, you're not in a safe position to be able to ride it.
If you're not preparing for that in the upturn, if you're not paying off equipment, saving money, stuff like that.
Exactly. So a lot of guys, when it comes into something like this, now personally, I think this is a minor hiccup.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Compared to like 08?
Yeah.
What are you predicting? You think in a month or two this will blow over? Things will kind
For
of
sure.
up? Yeah.
For sure. There's going to still be some long-lasting consequences, but it's not going to be like 08 where you've got builders like we're here completely shut down.
Yeah.
Companies that were doing $60 to $160 million, running hundreds of people, completely gone in 1 year.
Wow.
That was what 08 was like. And during the whole 08 cycle, my company was absolutely fine, and it wasn't because I'm so brilliant. It was because I just got very fortunate and coincidentally completely changed my business strategy the year before the downturn turned because I was honestly just sick of my own business. And I'm like, I don't care what happens, so I'm going to do a completely radical thing and cut everything by 50%. Now, when you have a recession, you're going to automatically get cut. And so you're going to have to let people go. So you're going to obviously keep your very best of your best, but you can't compromise and not pay those guys what they're worth.
Right. Yeah. That's a big thing. Like we did already let go a few people we had for snow removal over the winter. We were going to have them on the summer, 3 or 4 of them. We kind of let those guys go for now, just see, because we leads have slowed down a little bit. We still got a fair amount of work, but it's not like it was last year.
Right.
Like last year I was having 10 calls a day.
Okay.
And like I go bid job for anything you wanted, you get it all the time. This year it's already not like that. People are thinking twice. Everyone still has a bunch of money. Everyone's thinking twice about spending it. I think they kind of wait till this blows over, and if it does, then we get a lot of that.
You're 100% right. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see guys making is in their marketing in the downturn.
They quit marketing because we don't have any money. We can't spend any money on it.
That's it.
But if you do a lot of networking, though, you don't need to do a ton of marketing.
Thank you. So what they're doing is what way my dad would have said it is they're cutting their nose off to spite their own face. I never quite understood what that meant, but it meant you're just hurting yourself and your own intentional way of trying to save yourself. You're not doing yourself any good. In a downturn like this, I challenge the guys to actually increase their marketing. It's one of the few areas where you can spend. Don't increase purchasing new equipment. Don't increase marketing that's static. You have to increase fluid marketing. And that means marketing that you can control from, it used to be a month-to-month basis, but now you can control the cost of marketing almost on a weekly or a daily
basis. Yeah.
Yes. And so one of the things that I challenge these guys to do, if they find themselves where they're like wondering, my phone's not ringing, what do I do? You become more social. You go on social.
Have to.
You go on social media. You actually, here's one of the things where most businesses don't like to admit they're hurting. Admit you're hurting.
Right, 100%. Like if you can't admit up to something, then like it's hard for you to like. If you can't acknowledge it, then it's pretty tough for you to get over it, get past it.
Well, the best part is when somebody says to you, "Hey, how's your business doing?" and if you say, "It's doing great," then they're not going to want to help you. But if you say, "I'm hurting," instantly you've activated the help response from the other person, even if they barely know you. People,
People want to help other people.
Yes,
normally
they
Normally.
do. They
Yeah.
do, and
Yeah.
leverage that for everything you can.
Yeah.
My businesses are being brutally honest. I could use more work, and people are going to go, "Oh, I was talking to somebody at work that needed something."
Yeah, but if I'm good, then, oh, he's good. He doesn't need any work or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see where that would.
It's
come into
those
play.
little nuances, those little things that you need to change. Now, we have a completely different scenario where we've got to socially isolate. Like the first thing you and I said when we walked up, you notice we're not hugging and kissing and do anyway, but you'll notice that we're keeping our social distance. And I told Garrett and Jameson, the first thing I said was, stay away, boys, because I've been in so many places in the last 3 weeks. I just don't want to get it. And I think this is as close as we've been all day long.
Yeah.
Right? So if you guys got to continue to work, what guys need to do is keep their guys isolated. If they have to assign a guy to an individual truck, do
Or
that.
individual job. If one guy could do this job here, just take a day longer.
And you might need to have a spotter. You know,
Yeah.
I never send a guy out by himself, because if something did happen, God forbid.
We normally don't, but yeah, we drove here in separate trucks and we keep our space. One guy here, one guy there.
Right.
If you need to say something, talk on the phone. Like easy to do.
Another thing to do at this time is wait for buying new equipment, because it's going to go on fire sales, and the financing is going to start to reflect.
It already is.
the
Like interest
downturn.
rates are what, 0?
Zero. You can get 0% interest rates. When an interest rate is 0%, and then you're getting a warranty on a machine, that's when the time is right to buy. You'll lose the initial depreciation off from the machine as soon as you pull it off from your lot, but you're gaining the extra warranty. Or look for the machines that have been used for 1 year. Now you won't get the interest rate, but you still may be able to have that warranty carry through and still get a good machine.
Yeah, Bobcat's 3 years, 3,000 hours, and they have extended warranties too, where it's like fairly reasonable to get like year-to-year warranty after the original 3 years up.
Yeah.
And what do you think about like buying equipment? Like, do you think like is it okay to finance a new machine, or like better to buy what you can for cash depending on the workload you have?
Well, you're going to want. That's up to the individual. I don't believe that one's a blanket statement. Yeah, I'm sorry, because that one's just too particular to each person. If they're not cash heavy, then don't buy. But if you're, cash is king. And
cash and cash flow.
And if a guy is in a hurting position, I mean, you're going to have these guys that over leverage themselves.
Like what I see that I can't stand is when people borrow money to buy their snowplow, they borrow money to buy their trailer, they borrow money to buy like an attachment, like where they're so tapped out on debt that the second their cash flow stops, like they have nothing left.
That's okay if you time it right.
Yeah, if you're doing it while the boom, but then if something overnight happens, then you got payments on everything, no money coming in, then what do you do?
Yeah, you don't want to overextend too far out, because just 2 months ago, literally 2 months ago, we had a president come on and say that the economy's never been better, never been stronger, that we've had the best, and we had. At that point, it was record-breaking.
Like unemployment rates were like to nothing almost.
Exactly. And now it's completely flipped just that soon.
Over a month or 30 to 60 days.
And if you over leverage yourself, you can see where you can get yourself in trouble. But now if you aren't in that position and you're cash heavy, there's bargains to be had everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
It's because guys are going to try to get rid of stuff to at least stay afloat, try to cut their losses.
Exactly. And that's where if you start to buy now, remember now, you and I, we have a pretty good understanding that this market's going to come back.
Yeah.
We know it. You're working right now. There's new homes going on. There's 7 in this development alone.
8 more to do after this one. So
that's my point.
Yeah.
And we see the long game, and so we know that the short game guys, now's the time to go buy from them, and then you're going to be profiting off from, unfortunately, their loss. But if you're smart enough to know how to time the market, it's just like everything else, you're going to come out ahead.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to these guys.
Okay.
And I'm actually, it's funny that I don't know why you wanted to do this, because I was going to actually do this video over on my channel. So I may still do it or I may not. No, thanks, Garrett.
Might have to send everyone my way.
There you go.
You want to see the video I was going to make? Yeah, I saw your Instagram post about that.
Oh, is that where? All right. All right. Well, then we're good. All right.
Well, thanks so much for coming. Do you have any last words of wisdom for these guys here at home?
Man, don't panic. Just
stay calm.
Just don't panic. Just play the long game. This is a long game, and this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And just think. Just look for. Don't look a week ahead or 2 weeks ahead. Look 2 or 5 months ahead.
Or a year even.
A year. Try to time the market. Try to understand where everything is coming from. And if you can plan your financials that way, you're going to be safe. Steady Eddie, right? Yeah. Not 10x, jumping on that growth wagon, and oh boy, that bubble burst, and now I'm in big trouble. Yeah. Steady Eddie. and then you'll come out ahead.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Big thanks to Stanley, Dirt Monkey Genadek, for taking the time to come out and shoot this video. We also shot a video for his channel, so if you haven't already, go over to Dirt Monkey's channel on YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, in order to get results no one else is getting, you must do things no one else is doing.